This is
Tomahawk Fox.
And
you're listening to the Literati Records Podcast.
Boom.
Welcome to episode 113 of the Literati Records Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus, and I want to thank you for tuning in, turning on, and supporting independent music. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and uneventful Black Friday. To be honest, I try to avoid the stores on Black Friday because most of those people scare the bejesus out of me. Anyway, we have a great guest for you today. Denver-based band Tomahawk Fox, whose hybrid mix of rock, folk, and a dash of countrified church hymns highlights the interplay between vocalists and songwriters Brianna Straut and Michael Clayton. Backed by a solid rhythm section, this popular four-piece has been getting a lot of notice from audiences and fellow musicians alike. But before we bring on the band, there's a few shows on our radar to let you know about. Black Lamb takes the stage tonight at High Dive with Crash Endings, Malmadre, and Randall Conrad Ollinger. While over at the Larimer Lounge, Varlet headlines with support from Space and Time, Champagne Charlie, and Manzoon. Saturday night keeps the music flowing with a singles release party for the band Confluence, who will share the stage with Abandoned Pictures, Rossonian, and El Toro de la Muerta, which is always fun to say. Paid admission to the show gets you a download card for the new release as well, I believe. Also on Saturday, our featured guest for today, Tomahawk Fox, takes the stage at Larimer Lounge with Sam Lee and the Wild Feathers. All of the music on today's show can be found on the Tomahawk Fox SoundCloud page, and a complete track listing is available in the show notes on our website at www.literatirecords.com. Now, enjoy the pleasing tones of Tomahawk Fox. Well, I'm down here at the High Dive where Tomahawk Fox just got done playing a great set. Man, you guys sounded awesome tonight.
Thank you.
Have fun up there?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was good. It was really good.
Zachary, did you have fun?
I did.
I did.
I always do.
Well, let's start on my left and get names and instruments for those who might not be fully familiar with the band.
I'm Will Schieser, otherwise known as Hightower Circus. I play drums.
Brianna Straut. I play rhythm guitar and vocals.
I'm Zach Lewis, and I play the bass guitar.
My name is Michael Clayton, and I play lead guitar and do vocals.
Well, can y'all give us a brief history of kind of how the band formed and got together and started playing music?
Yeah, actually, Michael and I started playing. We met over Stranahan's Whiskey, going out to see like a local act, and met through a friend. Started kind of playing and just started doing backyard barbecues, drinking some whiskey.
Under the guise of Brunch Mania, of course.
We started having fun, and then we started wanting to kind of expand our sound and be able to play more like locally and on stages instead of like people's backyards and living rooms. And so then we met Will, actually, over at a bar. I met Will, and we already knew Zach.
I knew Zach from back in the day. We went to summer camp together, so that's really embarrassing. He actually never played the bass until we approached him, and he's a pretty awesome guitarist. And we approached him and said, "Would you like to be in the band?" And he said yes. And then we kind of like were like, "If you play the bass, you already said yes." He's only been playing how long have you been playing the bass for?
It's about a year and a half.
So I mean,
as long as he's been playing with us.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you guys about some of the songs on your SoundCloud page.
Yeah.
The way the intensity builds in Clap, it gives that song great moments of tension and release, and the breathy vocal really adds to the emotion of the track. It seems like playing the song live would provide an incredible emotional release. Would you say that's accurate? I noticed you started with it tonight. Is it kind of a nice thing to build the crowd into?
Yeah, it definitely is. It was, kind of based on this experience. Mike and I wrote that, like, just kind of talking about, like, experiences and things that were going on, and personally. And so it started in a very personal place, and I think to be able to sing it, you have to, like for me, it's not one of my favorite songs to sing, actually, but a lot of people really like it because of the intensity. And so it's intense to me by default because I have to connect somewhere emotionally. And, like, I think with all of us, it has that where we can all really connect and play together very instantly, And it's nice. I like it. I mean, I like it for that fact now. It took me a while to warm up to it, though, even though it's been one of our oldest songs.
Yeah, I think we wrote it. We actually wrote it maybe like the second time we played together, the two of us.
Really?
So about 3 years ago, we wrote Clap. And I think that was actually kind of the moment where the two of us realized there was some sort of creative chemistry there, because we were chatting and talking, and then like I started playing that riff, and then she started singing Clap on top of it, and then she actually had a friend who was like there listening and was just like, it was Charles singing.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Was just like blown away, and we were like, yeah, this is really cool. So that's actually where it sort of began creatively for the two of us writing.
As far as emotional release is concerned, I mean, we definitely use those dynamics, hopefully, and have sort of a rock sensibility about what we're doing that has a lot of that. I mean, as a drummer who's played rock all my life and joined up with these guys, I wanted to still bring that energy to it, and Clap is definitely one of those songs where it's like tension, tension, release, tension, tension, release. And a lot of great rock music is the same way. So yeah.
Well, in contrast to the intensity of Clap, Georgia seems very playful and tongue-in-cheek. Is there a story behind the lyrics of Georgia?
Michael wrote the lyrics.
That was actually the first song I ever actually wrote lyrics to. I'd never written before. I never sang before. I met Brianna. And I came to her at one of our practices, and I was like, I think I have a song. And it came to me. I remember I was driving down around here, and it was raining, and I just kind of came into my head where I was like, I went down to Georgia, you went down, that whole thing. Just kind of those first two verses popped in. And then I came to Brianna, and I was like, I think I have a song. And I played it for her, and she was like, let's keep working on it. And so we kind of just built it through that. It is tongue-in-cheek, but it's also like... It's funny, because a lot of people will listen to it and be like, yeah, woo, like clap along with it. And then if you play it like in an intimate setting, it's actually the lyrics are very like melancholy and sad. And they'll be like, I didn't realize this song was about that, and now I'm sad. It's very interesting, but... So that's where it came from. And
playful, tongue-in-cheek sarcasm about something that's not
very serious.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's how Mike and I would say, like, that's how we react to each other a lot of times. So
Yeah.
Well, you certainly draw from many different influences and continue to cultivate your own 21st century indie folk rock. It seems like you felt it important to keep some connection to the musical tradition that came before by recording Circle. Is there a special sentimental attachment to that particular track?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in East Texas originally, and so like that big kind of, I grew up going to church and like singing hymns, and it was one of the things that I really enjoyed about church was like the hymns portion of it, and just like those songs and how powerful a lot of those songs are, and how they transcend through time in a different way than most songs now that you hear would. You know, you hear so many awesome songs, but you don't hear them being played over and over and people being able to connect to them so strongly. Going through funerals, it just like hits you in such a different spot than most songs. And so it was something I wanted to play. Mike and I started playing it. I was like, I want to play like hymns. I want to do like a whole hymn album or something.
The Strahan's night that she's referring to,
oh God, we were so drunk.
It was Circle. Circle was the song that you played.
Yeah.
You sang to.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there is a tradition of people playing Circle, but the way we do it a little hard and a little fast compared to how it's been in the past. And I kind of enjoy doing it that way, kind of throwing away people's ideas of the circle and making it just like hit them in the face with a torrent of music.
Who are some of y'all's favorite local bands, artists?
Well, tonight we're with Sea of Eyes.
Yep, and they're great.
Fantastic.
We're listening to them right now.
Yep.
This whole podcast.
You'll hear it over the podcast.
In the background.
Definitely. Yeah. We practiced in a space with some really awesome artists.
Yeah.
And
The New's a local act. It's just
They're
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Love them guys.
Mm-hmm.
they really are. There's also going to be Patient Zeros are fantastic.
They really are.
Chamber Choir I heard recently. I like them.
I know Natalie Tate's solo act is beautiful. What she does, her solo stuff is just beautiful.
Esme Patterson, I saw her solo stuff too. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's lots of great bands.
Mm-hmm. They're everywhere.
And I mean, I don't know. Me and Brianna at least don't listen to just this type of music either. We're wide-ranging, crazy rockers even. So there's a lot of great metal bands. There's a lot of great stoner rock bands.
I really like Kitty Crimes. She's actually going to be at High Dive here this Friday that I'm really excited about.
Wheelchair Sports Camp is really great.
Yep.
I love Wheelchair Sports Camp so much.
Il Cativo, one of my favorite rock bands. There's also a band with two drummers that I'm trying to think of. I can't think of the name of them all of a sudden.
Native Daughters?
Native Daughters.
Yep.
Native Daughters. I've seen them a few times now. Great band.
I really like Denver scene. I think that it's really opening up. I moved from Austin, and so I came to Denver, and I've been like really surprised and really excited at seeing like the musicians and kind of where it's starting and how it just seems like the energy is building. It's very exciting. People are starting to talk about collaborative works and working together and creating communities. It's really exciting to be a part of it. It's nice.
Well, what Tomahawk Fox track should we close this interview with?
Forms.
Forms?
Yeah. It's got really great energy. That's one that Michael actually wrote. I mean, just like
Yeah, I don't remember
total
it, but
props.
I did. I black out a lot of the times when I write.
Well, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us and
Wicked.
you know,
Thank you.
fill
Yeah.
our audience in more on what's happening with Tomahawk Fox, man. Great
Yeah.
show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate
See you in
it.
the future.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Can't wait to hear it.
the circle be unbroken by Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I went back home, my home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, but I'm home so sad and alone. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went down to Georgia